today's topic is frequently asked questions.
Hi, I'm Ed. I'm from the Netherlands and you're watching Mel from Raw Nourishment. Mega doei!
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another episode. Today I have an FAQ video for you. Some of the questions you guys have asked me are quite confronting, and it's taken me quite a while to work up the courage to do a video. You probably noticed there's a bit of a 2-week gap. I didn't know how to address some of these questions, and I didn't know how much information I wanted to share with you. So I built up the courage, just had my smoothie, as you can kind of see in the back, and I'm just going to do my very best, because the whole point of my channel is to show you the progression on my journey to become the greatest version of myself. So here it is. Why do I emotionally eat? Well, the reason I do it is it's a coping mechanism, and it is also a tool I use to punish myself when the shit hits a fan. When things aren't going right in my life, I turn to food. Some people turn to drugs or alcohol or fitness or whatever. I use food, and I'm using it in a better way now. When I first came to this lifestyle, I was basically emotionally eating on fatty foods and all this crap, and now I'm eating high carb, low fat vegan foods. So I haven't strayed from the lifestyle. I'm still eating the same foods, but I'm eating more than I know my body requires. And I get to the point where I become so full that it actually upsets me that I have done that to myself. But that's what I do. I'm getting better, and I know probably a year from today it's probably going to start to decrease even more. And I'm finding that the times when I do this is when things aren't going right, or they're not as how I had envisioned them, and they're like a slight detour from where I want to be. But I am getting better. Have I noticed weight gain from my emotional eating? This is a tricky one to say, because I have noticed when I do emotionally eat that I am putting on weight, but then I notice maybe like 4 or 5 days later that the weight just goes. So I don't think that I am gaining fat. I can't gain fat really if I'm eating high carb, low fat foods. And I'm finding that maybe I'm having it with too much sodium, because there were times a couple of weeks ago where I had a couple of tablespoons of Dijon mustard in my mashed sweet potato and rice. I find that just makes me all puffy and I blow out and I just feel uncomfortable, and I'm like, How do I store my food? Well, I store most of my food in the cupboard. Alright, so as you can see down the bottom, I have my beautiful spotty bananas, and underneath there is about 5 kilos of oranges. Also have some sweet potato and some Jack pumpkin in that little box. Up the top I have my herbs and spices, and I have some apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, sauerkraut. The blue little things are rice. And then I've got some tea, some kidney beans, some sugar, some organic soy for my kefir that I'm making. I'll make a video about that. That ice cream container actually contains oranges. And I have some almonds in that little container, and then some coconut cream and some tomatoes. Now over to the freezer. I have some coconut, date and almond balls that I've made. I also have some frozen passion fruit. I actually got a box of these ages ago. And I also have made little ice creams in that container on the right. Why don't you increase your calories? Now, a couple of people have asked me this in my previous video. I should up my calories to 3,000. But I've actually had a lot of metabolic damage from when I did a juice fast and from my past lifestyle. And I find that the calories that I'm consuming now are enough for me. I don't restrict my calories by any means. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. And if I'm full, I'm going to stop. I do strive for around 2,000. But I'm not heavily active. And if I feel the need to eat more, then I'm going to do that. But to me, I find that I'm doing the right thing right now. Maybe over time it's going to increase, which I probably assume it will. When I start doing my exercise, and that gets a good kick in the butt. But what I'm doing right now, I'm quite happy with. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you so much for your wonderful comments on my previous video. I got over 105 comments, and I've just given you guys a thumbs up or if I found that your questions were something I wanted to speak about, I've included them in this video. So thank you so much for your support. It was so nice to hear all of those lovely things that you said in my previous video. It's so overwhelming, and it's so nice to have a sense of community, because when I'm feeling like shit, I'll have a video and I'm like blah 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 blah, and then you're like, Mel, it's okay. So thank you so much, guys. It means so much. And if you've got any other questions that you want me to answer in the next FAQ video, post it below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm just in the process at the moment brainstorming ideas for my September videos. It actually has come up to my 1-year vegan anniversary, so I'm going to compile lots of videos for you about my journey over the past year. So look forward to posting them very, very shortly. And thanks once again for your support, and continue to make better choices than the day you did before. Love you. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to follow me on my journey, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And remember, be the change you want to see in the world. Also, if you enjoyed the music playing in today's video, please check out my wonderful friends Nathan and Adam from The Lion Apprentice. They are truly talented musicians, and I highly recommend you check them out.